Welcome to the fitness podcast Beyond the Workout, featuring your host, Coach E, where we give you health and fitness tips that go beyond the gym and help you along your fitness journey. So stay tuned and enjoy the show. Thank you for your interest in this podcast, Beyond the Workout. As a disclaimer, anything you hear in this show from me, Coach E, Eric Dunstan, or any of my guests that is related to health, exercise, nutrition is just that. It's information only. What works specifically for you has to be thoroughly evaluated and checked by a professional, either your physician or a professional personal trainer. Okay, enjoy the show. Well, hello everyone. This is me, Coach E. Eric Dunstan, for another show of Beyond the Workout. Now, this show is related to working out, but it requires some pre planning. And what am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about having a training partner, a workout buddy, a workout partner. And I want to mention why that's beneficial. What has happened to me in the past when I use training partners, even recently while we were virtual, I used a training partner. We got on around the same time and we just got on Zoom and did our workout. It was usually short and sweet, about 30 minutes or less. And so I wanted to hit this one up and kind of encourage you to consider a training partner. And then I'm going to end with the best training partner you can have. All right. So I did a typical Google search on what are the benefits of having a training partner, a workout partner. And it's all over the place. It's sporadic what some people say. And I stumbled on upon an article that mentions 6 benefits of having a workout partner. And benefit number one they mention is you'll work harder. And so what that means is, you have somebody to push you. If you ever try to work out on your own or work out to I guess a workout video where you know that trainer on the other end can't see you, who's going to push you? Who's going to make you go harder or even heavier? When I used training partners, I could use heavier weights because I know I have a spotter there, someone to catch the weight if I fail. Um, so that's a benefit. Pushing yourself to go even longer if you were on a minute workout, exercise. It has to stay consistent for a minute. You see your partner pushing through, you'll push through. So that's benefit number one. Now, number two is you'll have an enjoyable workout. Now, I'll agree with that because what makes it enjoyable, you have someone to talk to. And even while you're working out, you're not just speaking or conversing about workouts. You might be talking about your day. You might be getting things off your chest. What better way to have than to have someone there to speak to about it? Now, when I was on Zoom with the person that I was partnering with on virtual video conference, um, we would just finish workout and keep chatting. Before the workout, we would chat, and it just felt great to just have a conversation. So sometimes a 30-minute workout or 15-minute workout turned into 45 minutes to an hour. Not the workout, it's just we chit chat. We talked about the day, what was on our minds, and things like that. So whether you're doing it virtually or at a gym, you have a partner there. It'll be enjoyable to work out with, to converse with, and maybe even do a little competition with them. So that's benefit number two. So number three, um, I'm sorry, I mixed them up. Number three will be you'll stay consistent. That's number three. So they had it for number two, but it doesn't matter what order. It's just um, this one is beneficial about being consistent, whether it's two or three on the list. when you are um, feeling like you can't get in there, you don't want to get in there, and your partner is saying, "Let's go, let's get in there," every week, 2 to 3 times a week. Hey, that's fun. That's pushing you to stick to your routine, stick to your workout, stick to going to the gym, stick to getting on the virtual platform and doing the workout with your partner. That is a great benefit of having a workout partner to make sure you and them are consistent. Now, number four is you'll try something new. Now, I don't know if many of you would think that's a benefit, but I found it to be a benefit because sometimes you can stick to the same old routine of doing the same old exercises, but a partner, they might do a little research. You might do a little research on something you can do different, a different kind of exercise. Challenge yourself to do a slightly difficult exercise. Now, those who are my age, in the 50s, over 50, 60, don't do the things that are crazy. Don't do things that will hurt your body. The things that you see on social media from those fitness influencers, some of them practice and practice and practice and make it look really good, and then they try it, they'll film it, and you think, wow, they're expert at it. Well, don't try that until you become an expert at it. There are different exercises you can do with the TRX. You know, the TRX bands that I recommend. Here's a picture of them. There's the TRX. I recommend you get you a pair. You can go on to my site, my website, ericdunstan.com, and click on the link to order you a pair of TRX. I only recommend TRX now. Um, then you can do different kind of moves and exercises with that, but just be careful. Our bodies are older. I've learned my lesson that way. I'm hurting myself by trying something new and not progressively getting better at it. So both y'all work together at it and make sure one can check the other one's form. Make sure you are doing the exercise correctly. Make sure you're doing it safely. Then number five, it says you'll end up crushing your goals. And the reason I believe that's true is because they're going to help you stay consistent. It's a friend of yours, I hope, a best friend, and y'all going to communicate about your workouts, your exercise, what you're going to do next, what your goals are, and you're going to keep pushing each other until you accomplish those goals. That's brilliant, and that's helpful. And number six, it says you'll improve your overall health, and and the reason it mentions you will improve your overall health is you'll have someone to lean on. You'll have someone there that you can communicate with. You'll have someone that you feel comfortable around. And you just won't feel lonely because that person is there for you. Now, those benefits all sound good. They sound great. And if you have a consistent, strong workout partner, or workout buddy, you can accomplish all six of those and definitely accomplish your goals. But now, I added to this because um, who would be the best fit for you? And I added this. Um, this is outside of the benefits that I Googled. I just wanted to give a layout of some of the benefits for you. But who would be the best fit? Now, as a coach, I would recommend that you find someone who is of similar age. And now that's not necessary all the time because the person I was working out virtually with, he was actually 23 years younger than me. So I kind of kept up with him and I kind of couldn't. And it was vice versa because I had a little bit more experience. I could do exercises where he couldn't keep up with. So it made it a little competitive and fun. But we weren't trying to insult each other or, uh, you know, be severe competitors. Like we hated each other. No, we pushed each other along and it turned out really good. So someone of similar age would be great that you can keep up with. Some like to have the same gender. It's not necessary. Um, And I found that too, having similar goals is great because back in the times where I was doing bodybuilding competition, I had a workout partner, and every time I would work out in the gym, someone would always want to work out with me, and I would always up my workout, push harder, and then they wouldn't come back. And that's kind of how I rooted out who would be a good fit for me. But this one guy was in there, and I pushed him. He pushed me. I pushed him so hard. He came back the next time. And he kept coming back. Then he kept coming back. And then a female, she joined in with us, and I was pushing her hard. She came back. She kept coming back. She kept coming back. And wow, the three of us became training partners. And then eventually he wasn't around, and then her and I were training partners. But the three of us had similar goals. Our goals were bodybuilding. We wanted to have the bodybuilder's physique. And in fact, the young lady and I actually did bodybuilding competition. And the final show that I did when she was in that show as well. But we pushed each other to get there. And so it was successful in the fact that we were able to get in that show and we actually placed in that show. What I mean by placing is they usually awarded trophies to the top five. So if you were out of that top five, you didn't place, as far as getting a trophy as a participant and or someone who succeeded. So we both pushed each other hard and we placed within the top five of that show. So that's a suggestion. Have someone with similar goals. And of course, it's not always necessary, but if you're going to have a weight loss goal, maybe good to have somebody with that similar goal. Because you wouldn't want to have someone who's trying to gain weight and you're trying to lose weight because there might be some conflict there. Even though the training partner I had while I was on Zoom, his goal was to gain weight and my goal was to lose weight, but we were still trying to build muscle together. That's how we worked. Um, the next thing I mentioned is communication plays a huge role in this. And the reason I say communication is beneficial is what if one of you couldn't make it to the workout session? Uh, let them let the other person know, um, because you don't want them to just be waiting and wondering what happened to you, or you waiting and wondering what happened to them. If they don't come on and they don't tell you why, you will be worried. And again, I'm gonna go to a past experience with the same workout partner, the male partner that I had. So I drove to the gym, and he usually just pops up. Now back then, we didn't have like cell phone service. We had a beeper where you could somebody can beep your number to you, call them back, but we didn't have cell phones where he could reach out to me. But he could have called me on a landline. He could have called the gym, but he didn't. And my routine was always to sit uh, close to the front of the gym, and then I wait till he comes through the door, and I can feel this boost of energy. Hey, we get ready to get it. Now, this was I had a workout, but I didn't have a great workout. It was a terrible experience for me because I was working out, and the entire workout, which mine back then lasted an hour, hour and a half, I kept looking at the door, kept looking at the door, waiting for him to come in, kept looking at the door. And I'm like saying to myself, why do I keep looking at this door? He's not coming tonight. He's not going to be there tonight. And so I didn't push myself hard because mentally I wasn't focused. I was focused on what happened to him. Is he going to come to the gym? Why didn't he let me know? Things like that. And so, based on that experience, my last point I wanted to bring out in this and to encourage you to still get a training partner if it will help you. But this question is, who ultimately is your best and closest training partner? And that's the question I want to put to you because you might think it's your spouse, you might think it's your best friend. But remember, even they can have something come up and they cannot show up. They cannot communicate. They might have different goals than you. So, who is your best and closest training partner? Now, after that incident where my partner he didn't show up, I made it a mental decision that my closest and best training partner is my own self, my own mind, my own desire, um, my own heart to really push myself. Now, the reason I say that is because um, I'm always with me. My mind is always with me. That might sound silly, but you're always there. I always have my goals in front of me to get to a certain point. So technically, if someone doesn't show up, it doesn't matter to me. Even when I was training virtually with the other guy, we were doing virtual workouts. I mean, we he would tell me like during the day, "Hey, I'll see you tonight. See you tonight." And then boom, "Hey, I can't make it." And I would just send a text back, "Hey, that's cool. That's okay. No problem. I'm gonna get this." And because I've already resolved in my heart and in my mind that my training partner is already there. I got my workout equipment right here. I got my bench, my weights, everything right here. So I'm gonna get it going. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it done. And that's exactly what I did. And that has been helping me for years. And I'm gonna encourage you to do the same thing. Um, the only thing about not having a partner there with you all the time or a physical person there is, of course, it's true. You might, well, you might not. You can't push yourself as hard, but you can make small incremental progress. And that's what I did. So let's say I was on the bench press and I wanted to get to a 315-pound bench press. Now, I'm not going to push that all by myself. I would have somebody in the gym to spot me. But to, when I was progressing in that weight, the weights were low and I was pushing on my own. And where I felt I was getting stuck, I would finish and put it up. But I would watch how much weight I increased. Not necessarily how many reps, but how much weight did I increase? And then if I increase more, now how many reps did I do with this weight as opposed to the last one? So that's how I monitor my progress each and every week. And I didn't write off my training partners. I didn't say, hey, you didn't show up last time. I got my partner, which is myself, with me. I don't need you. No, I would entertain working out with anyone. It was fun. It was fine. But I know from that point on, wasn't going to be disappointed because I knew what I had to get done. So that's what I wanted to come on here and speak to you all about. And I hope that you can find someone that can encourage you to help you to have enjoyable, flexible workouts to push you to keep you consistent. And I hope this was beneficial for you. But you might need Coach E's help. Now, I'm always reaching out to offer my services. If you want to just sit down and talk, we can do that. You just reach me on ericdunstan.com and you will see a little button on there that says let's chat. Now, for those of you who are 50, 60, 70-year olds, that's who I'm looking for. That's who I'm talking to. That's who I want to work with. And I hope this can encourage you to seek some of my advice, some of the basic exercises that you can do for yourself that you can get started with. And if you want, get a training partner to help you out because, hey, the more the merrier. And the benefits I just spoken of here can be very helpful to you. So that's it. Coach E is encouraging you to stay strong, stay healthy, be healthy, and really take care of yourself. I enjoy doing this podcast. I'm glad I was able to get this show out to you, and I hope, really hope, it was helpful for you mentally and in a way, thinking about getting a partner and making good choices. All right, stay strong, be smart with your health. Take care.